Let me ask one last question. Given the news that came out last night about Texas and Mississippi, the president was in Texas, met with Governor Abbott just a matter of days ago. They have now, in both of those states, removed their mask mandates, and they're reopening at 100%, even as this White House says now is not the time for that. How do you characterize those decisions, and what do you say to the governors of those two states that are making them?
Well, first, the president's position on mask wearing is based on the recommendations of health and medical experts and their views that it could save 50,000 lives. That is why he asked the American people to wear masks for 100 days. For nearly a year, we've been dealing and navigating and coping with this pandemic across the country. And this entire country has paid the price for political leaders who ignored the science when it comes to the pandemic. We talked a little bit yesterday about how people are starting to feel a little bit better in some cases. You go to the grocery store and there's Clorox wipes available. And
What? Repeat that.
We talked a little bit yesterday about how people are starting to feel a little bit better in some cases. You go to the grocery store and there's Clorox wipes available, and a year into this, that feels better, but there's still more work that needs to be done. We need to remain vigilant, and he believes that, and he's hopeful, that people in these states will continue to follow the guidelines that have been set out and the recommendations made by health and medical experts.
Go ahead. Jen, thank you. I have several questions about teachers getting vaccinated, but to follow up on Peter first, does President Biden plan to speak to the governors to have them reconsider their orders? And secondly, what are people in those states supposed to do if they're confused about whether to listen to their governor or the president?
Well, first, I would say we're not asking people just to listen to the president. Of course, we recommend that, but we're asking people to listen to health experts, medical experts, the CDC, to Dr. Fauci, to others who are basing their recommendations on how to save people's lives. That's what we're asking people to do. The president's view is well known. We all know it quite well about why mask wearing is important, again, based on health and medical experts. He speaks with governors of both parties on a regular basis. He obviously traveled with the governor last Friday, and I'm sure he will raise this the next opportunity he has.